Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Navy Doc 5184 here, and thank you for joining me for another live reaction live stream. I gotta say, when I did this last week, I had such a great time. Y'all made this so much fun, and I'm looking forward to another fun round. So today we are going to be reacting to the K-pop group Big Bang. Decided to get to them real quick. When I did my reaction to Fantastic Baby, man, y'all really did a number with that one. Y'all seem to really enjoy that one. Gave me so many suggestions. I figured after the success of last week's live stream, I figured, you know what, that would probably be a really good group to do next. So here we are. But it also works out because on top of that, I know I'd been talking about it for a while, and it is now finally here. We are going to be doing another fan vote tournament, and I figured might as well make it the best K-pop group. So basically, I know I explained this a little bit on my last stream, but basically how it worked is originally it was just going to be me just picking K-pop groups I like, you know, kind of like just pick 10 groups, and I, you know, specifically wanted to try to do 5 boy groups and 5 girl groups, and then I would seed them based on how I personally like them. And then I was kind of going over the bracket with my brother a little bit, and he kind of came up with a little better idea in terms of who to get on there. And then we just decided that we'll each pick 5. Technically, I'm going to say we picked 4 because we each had one group that there was no way we were going to leave out, you know, which was our favorite groups. And so basically we each picked 4 to go along with those 2 groups. And then in terms of the seating, I just put the list in a AI thing and just told them to randomize the order for that, and that's how the seating went. So AI completely decided the seating, and in terms of the groups we picked, we literally just kind of picked, you know, obviously it was groups we liked, but it was just like the first ones that came to mind. So yes, there may be some omissions from the tournament that people aren't too happy with. Sorry about that. You know, but again, this is just more of a subjective, this is just more of a thing just to have fun with it. You know, this is not to say that, you know, this could very well be the best group, because honestly, if I was going completely objective, there would probably be a couple groups I would have left out and put some different ones in, but this is just for fun. So I'm going to go ahead, we are going to go ahead and reveal this bracket right now. Alrighty, so I hope y'all can see this okay. Let me go ahead, I'll actually make that a little bigger there. There we go, that should make it big. So this is the bracket as is right now, and the very first match will take place at noon on this coming Sunday. And the first match is going to be between the boy groups, and it will be the 8 seed Shiny versus the 9 seed EXO. So before I go more into the brackets and the matchups and how I think things are going to go, I will go ahead and show all the, you can see it, but I'll just say here. So number 1 seed went to ATEEZ. Number 2 seed went to Red Velvet. Number 3 went to Black Swan, which is my personal favorite group. That was the group that was going to get in there one way or another. Completely biased, I will admit it. Number 4 seed Stray Kids. Number 5 seed Big Bang. Number 6 seed 50/50. Number 7 seed is Twice, which is my brother's favorite group. And when I say group, I just mean like Black Swan and Twice are our favorite groups in general, boy or girl. Number 8 seed Shiny, number 9 EXO, and number 10 Blackpink. So one thing I can definitely tell you is if I was choosing the seeding, Blackpink would not be a 10 seed. But honestly, I kind of like how they did this because they made for some pretty interesting battles to start off with. Like, I feel like all these battles will be pretty decent. So honestly, the way I can say it, and I know this is going to be cutting to the finals, if I go based completely off how groups have performed on my channel, granted, I think I've only done, let me see here, I know I've done Blackpink reactions, I've done Black Swan reactions, and I did a Big Bang reaction in terms of that. So if I just go between those 3 and try to figure out who's going to win, it's hard. I'll say this, it'll be hard for me to say who I think is going to win, but I can guarantee you that if I go based off channel performance, Black Swan and Big Bang would be in the finals. And I think I would probably put Big Bang being the winner because they did perform the best, you know, individually in terms of you know, the views and everything. However, I've only done one reaction to them, so I don't have much to go on. But, you know, when I compare it to, you know, how like my Blackpink reactions have performed as well, you know, they would, you know, and again, it's just the people who are fitted to my channel. Now, if I was to go who I think would probably win in terms of actual, maybe objective popularity, that is where things get very interesting. I still think Big Bang might make it to the finals, but I feel like that all the battles would be much closer. And the girls, I think, would actually become much more interesting. I don't know if Black Swan would make it out of, technically it would be the second round, even though I would probably call it just the quarterfinals, even though it may technically be the first round since the first two are just the play-in rounds. So I don't even know if Black Swan would make it past their first battle in terms of, you know, actual popularity, especially when you think about how popular Cupid was. But then again, based on the reaction I've seen people have with 50/50 lately, it is possible that it could be more people not so much wanting to vote for Black Swan, but wanting to vote against 50/50. So there is still a chance they could go past. Honestly, Twice, while I think putting up a good battle, I don't think is going to beat Blackpink one way or the other. So I think Blackpink would advance to go against Red Velvet. And while Red Velvet is another good group, I think Blackpink would probably take out Red Velvet and make it into the finals for the girl side. Whereas I think if I had to really think about it, I feel like Black Swan would probably make it to the finals there too. But I think it's just more, I think based on how I've seen people react towards 50/50, I think it's more that they would vote against 50/50 more than for Black Swan, in which case I think Blackpink would then win the girls side and make it to the finals. Now the boy groups, I feel like, I don't want to say it is more cut and clear. I feel like SHINee would probably edge out EXO, and I don't even think it'd be easy. I think that could be a very close one. Honestly, I think SHINee and ATEEZ may even be one of those matches that's very sneaky close. It might be one of those that's going to be a lot closer than one would expect. I could even say that with Stray Kids and Big Bang. Like, I would normally think that maybe Big Bang would probably easily make their way to the finals, but this could also be a very sneaky match. Now, I will say this. So, I feel like SHINee would advance against EXO, and I think SHINee would also advance against ATEEZ, but I think that'd be really close. I feel like Big Bang and Stray Kids could be the closest match before we get to the semifinals for the tournament. And I think Big Bang will barely edge out Stray Kids and go against SHINee for the male finals. And for me, that would be a very hard vote, because as much as I absolutely am in love with their song Fantastic Baby, and even Bang Bang Bang, I do know Bang Bang Bang, so and I love both of those songs, but man, it would be hard for me to vote against SHINee, because I think about their album Hard, and that's one of the few albums, and when I mean albums, I'm not talking just K-pop, I'm talking in general, that I can listen to from beginning to end without skipping a song. There's only a couple albums that have really done that to me. One of the albums I brought up, I don't remember. Oh, actually, I think it was when I was doing my reaction to Black Swan's Roll-Up EP. I was talking about how I absolutely loved every song on there, and I was bringing up the Beatles' Abbey Road, where their album Abbey Road, where I loved every single one of those songs, and I can listen to it from beginning to end without skipping. SHINee's Hard falls in that category, so I call that like my Abbey Road for that group. You know, so when you make an album like that, it's hard for me to really vote against you. But if I'm being real, I think I may personally vote for SHINee, which if I went by my personal vote, it would end up being SHINee versus Blackpink. But I think Big Bang would actually take the win, and I find it would be Big Bang versus Blackpink. And boy, oh boy, I'm not even going to try to predict what I think is going to go that. If I go channel prediction, Big Bang probably easily, but if I go overall popularity, I would not be surprised if I had to add an extra day to the voting. I would not be surprised at all. I could easily see that being 50-50 and literally it being a one vote difference on who wins. So I'm not even going to try to predict. And that's if I go on the objective route. If I go based on how they performed on the channel, obviously, like I said, there's only 3 groups in here that have been included on here, so not much to work with, but easily it would be Blackpink versus Black Swan in the semis. I still think it'd probably be Big Bang and SHINee in the semis on there, with Big Bang going to the finals and Black Swan going to the finals. And this, now like I said, this is hard to say because going based on one video. Now granted, this live stream could really tell a lot here since it's going to be a lot of Big Bang stuff. If I see this one gets a lot of views and engagement, I will probably say Big Bang will be the overall winner. But if not, it could easily be Black Swan, but we'll have to see. Either which way, that's the beauty about these tournaments. You never know how they're going to go. I have seen some crazy upsets go down in these tournaments, you know, and I've seen some matches go nowhere near how I thought they were going to go. So we just never know with these. You guys really love to make this interesting, and I really appreciate that. So let me go ahead and switch there so you guys don't see me switching screens all over the place on my laptop. Plus there's probably some stuff on there that you don't need to see anyways. Not that it's inappropriate, but I just don't like sharing my screen unless I absolutely have to. So we will go ahead and get started with the reactions. So I had an interesting time trying to decide what order to put my list. I know right now I've got 19 videos in the list. A couple of these are kind of long because they're actually live performances that include multiple songs. So we'll see how many we do. I know with my Angelina Jordan live stream, I did 5. Actually, I ended up doing 6 videos. So based on, because some of these are kind of longer and I'm going to take more time to talk about them, it may not even be that many videos, but it'll probably be because, you know, there's plenty of clips I'm going to want to talk about. Like this first one, I'll go off and say it's looks like it's a collection of 5 performances from, I think it was the 2013 Mama Awards, and it's basically all the stuff that I'm assuming that's all the performances that involved anyone from Big Bang. We got DADA by T.O.P. That's the first one that's on there. TAEYANG, RINGA LINGA is on there. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. I think it's SEUNGRI with Let's Talk About Love. G-Dragon with Crooked, and then Fantastic Baby on there. So that's 5, technically 5 reactions in one video. So like I said, we'll see what's going on there. I know another one I had was their 2015 Mama Award. I may just record that one separately just so I can get some more videos done on here, because there's definitely some songs I would love to get to today, but just based on the fact that we're getting 5 just on this first video, I may go ahead and hold off on the 2015 Mama and just record that one separately, or depending on how many more Big Bang stuff I get into the queue, may do another live stream. But for now, we'll hold off on that one just so I can get to some of the other stuff that I really want to check. So alrighty, so we will go ahead and get started. Let me get my headphones on. Let me make sure everything is up and running here. Let's go. Where is the button? There it is. Alrighty, y'all, so let me get the full screen. Oh, one thing I should warn you about. So any videos I react to that are longer than 8 minutes, we probably will get mid-roll ads in there. I am very sorry about that. Not much I can really do to help that. I know a lot of people probably say I should just invest in YouTube Premium, but with as much streaming stuff as we got right now, can't really afford to do that, as sad as that sounds. But hey, that's just the way things are going, and everything's even going up. Like, all the subscriptions are going up. It's almost like you almost just need to go back to getting cable. It's like you get all these streaming services because cable's getting so expensive. Now it's just as much, if not more than cable. It's like, it's ridiculous. So, all right, starting with Big Bang 2013 Mama Award performances, and we're starting with Doom Dada by T.O.P, which was a highly recommended song by a lot of folks. Oh, wait a minute. The description lied to me, it looks like. Alright, so I guess this is The Human by Big Bang. I'm sorry, y'all. I just went by what the description said. Wow, look at that. I'm guessing what we're seeing is all the light sticks for No, wait a minute. This looks like the... That looks like the thumbnail for Doom Dada by T.O.P anyway, so maybe I was right. Okay, so it is Doom Dada by T.O.P, okay. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh, let me rewind that a little bit. Yo, okay, I know a lot of people said that if I was impressed with his rap in Fantastic Baby, this was the song to listen to. I think people said it was even more impressive live, and I see why. Wow, he really sped that up, did he not? Woo! Yeah, definitely had to rewind that one. I don't know why, it almost gave me a rap god vibe. Dude, that... Dude, okay, so I got a comment, and I don't want to talk too much over him, so I hope you don't mind pausing throughout these, but I try to do that just so I'm not talking too much over the song so I can give my thoughts on what I'm thinking here. But here's what's impressing me so far about with this, not just the rap skill, but the stage presence and the charisma that this man is exuding, because it's crazy. It's like he's not doing much, but yet I'm feeling myself getting so drawn in to the performance, and I just feel like that's just natural charisma. And I think I was even saying this when I was reacting to Fantastic Baby, because I've gotten to the point where it's like I try to have captions on, but then I just get so caught up in the music that I don't pay attention to the captions anyway, so I just leave them off. And I think I kind of like doing that because I'm thinking, like, you know, if I don't even understand what in the world they're saying and I'm still able to really vibe with that, that's something special. So, you know, that's just one of the things that I'm really loving. But I'm loving his charisma, loving his stage presence. And people were not lying when they said that I was going to be impressed with his rap skills. That is no joke. This man is no joke. Big Bang. I might have that in my queue, but if I don't, I will definitely be sure to do that, and I may even have time to get to that. We shall see. I'm not going to make any promises. Outside of that, I will put it in the queue if it's not in there already. It may be, but we'll see. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and continue with Doom Dada. Dude, this. Okay, I need some context here. All right, I've already seen her a couple times. Who is that? Woo. Whoa! Rewind. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad I rewound to this point because they've already shown her a couple times, and what's driving me nuts is she does look familiar, but nothing is coming to mind. I don't know if I've heard anything of hers, if she's part of a group, but if y'all could help me out with that, whether you're live in chat or if you're watching the replay, would love to know who that is because I've already seen her a couple times on here, so there's gotta be something special about her that they're featuring her as much as they have already. But let's get back to T.O.P. My goodness. Wow. Okay, y'all, this dude is the truth. This dude is the truth. Okay. Wow. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna assume that because of the ad that might have been the end of Doom Dada or Doom Dada, so they might be getting to the next song here. Just waiting for the ad to end real quick, just so I can check. Oh, come on. You know, as much as I say, you know, I can't afford to go to YouTube Premium, I keep finding myself getting really close to doing so. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so this is Taeyang, so I'll go back to the end of T.O.P's real quick. So it does look like they're being truthful in terms of the order on here. I know I was thrown off a little bit at first. Hey there, how you doing? I'm trying to pronounce your name right. Ike Teresa. Hope you are doing well. What do you mean by open reaction? Like, do you mean by taking open requests? Yeah, I can. I mean, I have stuff in my queue already, but I am warning you right now that the video I'm on it's a video that features all of their 2013 Mama performances. So if you do have a request, somebody actually requested a live performance of their God on there. So it'll probably be a bit before I get there. But yeah, so I got 4 songs technically that I will be getting to before I get to the request. Have I ever listened to J-pop? Technically, no, I have not. And I say technically no because, what was the name of the group? I think the group was called Little Monsters, and they did a song, Midnight in Tokyo with Pentatonics that I listened to, but that is the closest to J-pop that I've listened to. Now, I do have a playlist of J-rock and like J-metal, because I got some baby metal, Bandmade, Love Bites. Actually, and I even got on Friday a reaction coming up on YouTube for Hanabi. But if you got anybody you'd like to suggest for J-pop, I would love to get that, and I'll definitely take a look at them and check them out on my channel for sure. But Yeah, definitely. But yeah, if you got anything, okay, did you recommend it on YouTube? And how I'm gonna need you to explain what you mean. Like you said, Taeyang live performance sounds as if he's performing after eating a CD. Are you trying to imply that he sounds exactly the same and it's just kind of like coming out of his mouth? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Alrighty. Alright, give me a quick second. Let me open up another tab on my YouTube here. Okay. Okay, so here, oh, heck, thanks for the link. That actually is gonna make this a lot easier for me. Give me a quick second here. Click link. Oh, I think that was actually what I was about to add to my watch queue. I want tomorrow to come. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Because with my live reactions, while yes, technically it isn't open to request, I am doing a theme for this right now. It's not, there will be types where I will just do random reactions, but for right now, it's all just the K-pop group Big Bang. But here's what I'll do. I will add this, I'm going to add this video to my watch queue on YouTube. And when I get done with this week, I will actually go ahead and do a reaction video for it. And I will post it on my YouTube on Monday, if you're okay with that. Just because I want to try to keep the theme current right now. But I got the video saved on my watch list. Thank you for the suggestion. I will record that and I'll have it uploaded on my YouTube on Monday. So thank you for the suggestion. Alright, so back to Big Bang, because I really need to I don't even know where to begin with this song, because I know everybody was talking about doing this song for T.O.P's raps, but they strongly suggested I check it out live because it would be so much more impressive. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably, after I get done with this, will listen to the studio version of this just so I can kind of get a good comparison, because good Lord Almighty, that rapping was unreal. He really went all out with that one. Yeah, I do. Yeah, if you're talking about the 2015 Mama Awards, I do have that one on there. And I'm not completely ruling out that I'll do it, because I know that there are a couple other ones on here I want to get. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of, you know, if I have time. You know, I do hope to get to that one today. I know there's at least one other song I desperately want to check during this live stream. But like I said, it just kind of depends on how long these reactions go. But dude, a lot of people said that their live performances are on a whole other level, and so far I gotta say I agree, because I mean, just the stage presence and charisma that T.O.P himself was exuding during this performance was so unreal. I mean, it wasn't like he even did anything like special, but it's just the charisma just drew you in. And I'm thinking, if I'm getting this drawn in just watching this on YouTube, what in the world was it like for the people in the crowd? That had to have been something. That had to have been something. But oh man, absolutely loved it. So we'll go ahead and continue. Like I said, I don't want to try to talk too much, so we'll go ahead and we'll get with Ringa Linga by TAEYANG. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's go here. Alright, there we go. Hopefully they don't replay the ad. That would be annoying, but good lord. There she is again. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, they seem like they were on a whole other level back in the day. Whoa, hold up, rewind. Let's check that out again. And expect a lot of that too. Oh, that slide right there, he was smooth with it. Wow. Dude, I love its energy. Wow, okay. Okay, so I will wind a little bit after this pause break, but okay, so another very impressive showing by a member of Big Bang. And what's amazing, see, here's what I like so far. I like the fact that he's bringing a different energy than what T.O.P brought, but yet it's just, I don't know why that's such a big deal to me. For like, it's like if one member comes on, it's like you get one sort of feel. If somebody else comes on, you get a different feel. You know, I don't know why I feel that's so important to me. I think it's just because I think it's nice to see everybody's own individuality and seeing how they all fit together. You know, because sometimes you'll look at people and you kind of see like their personalities in a way, and you kind of wonder, it's like, how does it mix? But then, you know, sometimes it just works. You know, and I'm not saying that that's the feeling I'm getting between T.O.P and TAEYANG so far, because I don't feel like there's anything that would clash with them. But I love the fact that it's like I feel like I get such a different energy from them both, but yet they're a very compatible energy. And maybe that's what made Big Bang work so much for me, especially when I think about Fantastic Baby. I mean, even then you can kind of feel the different energies that they each brought. And, you know, maybe that's why I loved it so much. And maybe that's why they were just so big, you know. But the one thing I want to point out, and I know that BTS themselves have even talked about how Big Bang really influenced a lot for them. You can actually kind of see it. Like, I'm watching like Taeyang dance moves, and one of the first things I thought about was the choreography from Dynamite. And I'm like, you know, I can kind of see a little bit of that in that. So, and that's not even a knock. I mean, if you think about it, artists all the time take from artists that have influenced them. That's just a natural part of things. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make one better than the other. But, you know, I guess I just really don't understand the divide between, I'm going to say the VIPs and ARMY, because, you know, they both each have their own spot in the history of K-pop. You know, you think of people like Big Bang and Psy probably really opened the door to make K-pop global, and BTS, I would say like BTS and Blackpink were the ones that went and through that door and just boom, you know? you know, they may have been the ones that exploded worldwide, but you get people like Psy and Big Bang. They're the ones that, you know, they open. I'm not even gonna say they opened the door. They destroyed that door and said, "Y'all take it." And boy, did they ever! Did they ever? And yeah, and see, and just what you were just saying there, how with, you know, every member having their own individual identity. I think that's a very important thing with any group, not even just K-pop group, just with any group, because I mean, everybody is just naturally different, and you have to find a way to make them vibe. But try to make everybody, you know, look the same, sound the same, anything like that. I don't think groups like that can work. And I think that's one of the things that really impressed me the most about Black Swan when I first saw them, is because they were the first group where it was very clear how different they were. I mean, they were all different nationalities. I mean, with Black Swan, you got Fatou, you know, who was born in Senegal, but, you know, raised in Belgium. You know, you got Envy from America, Gabby from Brazil, Shreya from India. I mean, just off the bat, just when you look at them and their nationality, it's just how different they were. You know, I think that's what really kind of drew me into them at first when I really started learning more about them. But then, you know, I think that's why I appreciate this and why I appreciated Fantastic Baby so much, because I still got a sense of their individuality in the video, even though it was a group video, but it meshed together. So I think I've talked enough. Let's get back to the performance here. I am really loving the vibe of this song. Wow, look at that T.O.P sign. That was so cool. Wow. Okay, so it's safe to assume that that was the end of that one. Man, that was amazing. I absolutely love that. Let me switch. Wow. You know, again, it's like, where does one go when trying to analyze the song? That was absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved it. These guys are something else. These guys are something else. I'm starting to understand why they're so loved. And, you know, it kind of makes me wonder if they had just come maybe a few years later. I'm not going to say they would have been bigger, but I mean, I could see almost like a Beatles versus Rolling Stones scenario. Honestly, it still kind of feels like that. You know, honestly, I'm going to put it like this. Because here's the thing, a lot of people will say Rolling Stones probably are a little better in terms of actual rock and roll, you know, and definitely being more, I don't want to say contemporary, I don't know what the word, but, and, you know, they felt like Beatles were a little more pop rather than rock and roll. So a lot of people will prefer Rolling Stones over the Beatles, you know, when it comes to like the original British Invasion and all that. But what people kind of forget is that the Beatles really made it possible for a group like the Rolling Stones to make it. In fact, if I recall correctly, and again, not a knock on the Rolling Stones, because anybody that knows me and has seen, even in my best guitarist tournament that I had, I think it was over like 2 years ago maybe, know how much I love me some Rolling Stones. But it would be irresponsible of me to think that, you know, they would have probably been as big as they are if it wasn't for the Beatles. In fact, if I recall, I think their first actual hit was them doing a cover of a Beatles song. I could be wrong, I'll have to double check on that. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because I feel like like I feel like Big Bang. I'll throw Psy in there too. I'll put Psy in the same category with Big Bang. So it's like Big Bang and Psy were like the Beatles, where they were immensely popular, obviously in their home country, but then they managed to, you know, get that worldwide. Whereas BTS would be like the Rolling Stones, where they may get the more, I guess you could say, casual fan. They may appeal to the more casual fan. You know what I mean? So that's where I kind of put them, where they're both just equally as great in their own right. But, you know, like the more casual fan probably came to K-pop through BTS. And I will admit, that's how I was. Well, I take that back. I was introduced technically two ways. 21's I'm the Best. Now, I didn't know it was K-pop. I just knew it as part of, I think it was a Kia Soul commercial. I know it was a car commercial, and they had that song on there. And then, obviously, Gangnam Style by Psy. That's how I was technically introduced to K-pop. But in terms of, like, me actually understanding and, like, knowing, like, oh, this is what this is, it would be BTS. And that was actually through my stepdaughter, because she's, well, I don't know where she is right now, but I know at the time she was obsessed with BTS. And anytime they're on TV, we had to see it. I don't know how many times I had to watch them perform Fake Love. But, you know, and it was interesting. I wouldn't say I was into it. But then they came out with Dynamite. And that's what kind of got me to, like, maybe I can give this a little bit more of a try. And then Blackpink kind of really got me in. And then Black Swan hooked me. You know, so that's a quick down and dirty of how I really got into K-pop. But that's actually, you know what? Hold on, let me give me a sec. I'm checking on that because I know I got his thing. I got that. I got 5. Okay, I got Good Boy. Okay, I actually do not have. Alright, so I'm gonna throw. Let's see, I Need a Girl. Then Wedding Dress. Alright, let's see. Okay, there we go. Like, where's the NV on here? Alright, so let me save that. Future Big Bang reactions. And then Wedding Dress I will also look for and save. Save. Future Big Bang reactions. Alright, my friend. I know they weren't technically requests or suggestions, but since that's what got you into it, I decided to go ahead. I will throw them into my Big Bang, future Big Bang reaction list. Alrighty, so, but yeah, so don't think there's really much more I can say in regards to that. So let me see here. How long have we been going? Wow, we've already been at this for 45 minutes. And we've only done 2 songs. See, this is why I love doing these on live stream. Because you guys make the time go by so quick. It's almost not even fair. Because, and I've already feel like I'm going to be changing my plans for reactions. I might even be changing, what's the word I'm looking for? My list, because I know that I said that there's a couple of things that I really want to get to in these reactions, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Yeah, don't worry. And honestly, with as much as I'm already starting to add to my Big Bang thing, I think the next time I do a Big Bang reaction, and maybe another live stream, I'll have to wait and see. But so I know that the next song we got coming up is, I think it's SEUNGRI, but Let's Talk About Love. But I'm actually gonna pause for a little bit because if you are familiar with my streams, I believe you look like you're actually new here, and I appreciate you sticking around. Really appreciate being here. And I hope I pronounced your name right earlier when I said it was How. I hope that's how you pronounce it. If not, I am so sorry. Feel free to correct me if I ever mispronounce anything. But what I like to do is usually, like, when I hit the 45-minute mark, usually between like 45 minutes to an hour in the stream, I try to take a small break just to kind of get up and stretch, because, you know, I'm currently a nurse, so I really try to keep health in mind. So, you know, I don't like to sit for too long periods of a time just to keep healthy. And also, I feel like I need to refill my drink anyway. So we're going to take a small break, probably about 10 minutes or so. And when I come back, we will be going on with Let's Talk About Love by SEUNGRI at the 2013 Mama Awards. All right, y'all, I am back. Want to give a quick disclaimer because I actually forgot to mention this earlier. So last Wednesday when I was doing the stream, not too long before that, we had a, I'm not gonna say we had a storm. We were under a thunderstorm warning, but we did have some pretty big winds. But we actually had like a dead tree that was in our yard, and it actually fell and busted our neighbor's roof. So right now, if you guys hear any power tools or anything in the background, I don't think my mic is picking it up, but I did forget to warn you that if you do hear any of that, that's what's going on. It's just the neighbors are getting their roof worked on. And then also it is getting pretty warm in here. It's not quite warm enough to turn the AC on, and I don't want to open the window too much, otherwise my mic will probably start picking up the tools. So I got a fan running, so you might be hearing that as well. Just want to give those disclaimers in there. But you don't look like my mama. What's up, dude? How you doing? I'm actually just getting ready to continue my reactions here. We're about to do Let's Talk About Love by SEUNGRI at the 2013 Mama Awards. So let me go ahead and switch over to that, and we'll go ahead and get started with that one. Alright, you got me curious. What time is it for you right now? It's almost 1 o'clock for me. Give me a second here. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So you're like 5 hours ahead of me. Where in the world are you? And what's crazy is I can actually literally ask. I can literally ask that and mean that. Like, where in the world are you? Let's see here. What did I answer that guy that sent the J-pop link? So basically, with the J-pop link, what I told them was, since this live stream is basically dedicated to Big Bang reactions, I added that link to my watch queue on my YouTube, which I'm actually streaming on YouTube as well. Whenever I stream on both platforms, but I do record reactions for my YouTube. So I'm going to record a reaction to that and probably upload it on Monday. Germany, okay, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. Big Bang is a K-pop group. A lot of people would say they are pretty much like the predecessors to groups like BTS and Blackpink. Like, they're the ones that really opened the door for them to really make it big worldwide. But yeah, Big Bang is a K-pop group. And I actually did a reaction to one of their videos a couple days ago, and I got so many suggestions for them that I just decided to go ahead and do a live stream. But right now I'm doing reactions to different performances they have. So I don't know how familiar you are with K-pop, but basically they're from what I understand, their biggest award show is called the Mama Awards, and I guess that would be similar to, I guess, the Grammys in America. But the Mama is basically that for K-pop. So they have 5 different performances that they do at and this is 2013. It's 4 of the members doing solo work, and then they have a group performance at the end. Right now I'm on performance number 3, which was Let's Talk About Love by SEUNGRI. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. Well, I mean, you're not terribly off. I know you probably know the show Big Bang Theory. Makes me wonder if that's where they got the name from. I will say this: I really love the vibe I'm getting from their solo performances. Ooh, ooh, okay. Okay, I am really digging the vibe of this song so far.
Let's talk about love. Hong Kong, make some noise. 이걸로 왜 내가 좀 기가 세. 아직 넌 왜 한 번에 훅 빠져 왜. 오늘 밤 Venus 향기 많고 Corners. 그래서 뭐해 널 내가 원해. It's the only night last dance to
Okay. Alright, so let me pause this really quick because I know with Fantastic Baby, I only got a small sampling of his vocals, but right now, I gotta say, if I was to rank my favorite performances so far from what I've seen,
you're in good company.
He's probably coming really close. Alright, so I'm just gonna call you Mama, and thank you for the follow, my guy. It's gonna be weird for me just trying to go on like, hey, it's your mother. Actually, you know what? No, I may do that because that might make things very interesting for chat. But either which way, thanks for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. But I gotta say, so far I think, and I don't know what it is about what he's getting. It may be just because I'm finally getting more of a sample size from him because I think he only had like maybe one line, maybe not much more than like 20 seconds in Fantastic Baby. So much so that I keep forgetting about him. But I'm really enjoying the vibe of this song. Let me let that finish before I say it's my favorite, though. I don't want to get ahead of myself. My guy, that's cool.
Listen. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about you.
Man, starting to wish I was a lot more familiar with some of these older K-pop artists, so I know who they're showing. Is that it? That can't be it. I think that's it. Okay, yeah, that is it. Wow, okay. I was not expecting such a short song. But I'll say this, I love the vibe. I definitely love the vibe. Huh. Alright, so in terms of what I was saying before about whether that was going to be my favorite performance so far, I don't know. I wish it was a little longer. I wish the song was longer, but at the same time, I absolutely love the vibe I got with the song. It's honestly hard for me to pick which one is my favorite. And it kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Alright, Mama, I'm going to finish my thought and then I'll get to your question here because that's going to take some time for me to explain there. But, so with the, in terms of my favorite performance, it's hard for me to pick one because I get such a different vibe from each one. But it's amazing how well I feel like they really mesh together. So I don't know if I can really pick a favorite. I think it's just more or less would be kind of like, what mood am I in? I guess type of deal. So I guess I'll just kind of refrain from doing that. Though, granted, we're about to come up on the last solo performance, which is G-Dragon with Crooked. I'm really anxious to see what his performance is going to be like, because I know G-Dragon is what I have heard of, and I knew who he was. It wasn't until I did Fantastic Baby that I even knew he was a part of Big Bang. So I am really looking forward to seeing this one. So, Mama, to get to your question here, do I have a favorite band? Yes. Now, since we're doing K-pop reactions, my favorite K-pop group is Black Swan, and they're a global group. And actually, they're the very first K-pop group that actually has no Korean members. And It actually kind of happened by accident. Now, the story of Black Swan is quite a complicated one, and it's probably one that I'll go into when I do a live stream that's probably more dedicated to Black Swan, so I don't want to get too much into it. But the Korean members that they did have ended up leaving the group, which left them with their current 4 members. Well, even them, when the 2 Koreans left, it was Fatu, who is Brazilian, or not Brazilian. Fatu was Senegalese and Belgian. Leia was Brazilian. Gabby was Brazilian, and Shreya was Indian. Now, I will say this. If you ever get into discussions with Black Swan fans, a lot of them will get a real sour taste when you bring up Leia. I'm pretty much bringing her up because I'm the type where if I'm talking about the history of Black Swan, you can't discuss it without bringing up Leia. But that in itself was a very messy subject. If you check out any videos about Black Swan's history, you'll understand. It's a crazy history, but I really love them. They are my favorite K-pop group. Right now, they are currently still 4 members. Leia is no longer with the group. She was replaced by Envy, who is American. Actually, you know what? I think you're right. I do forget about that. I know that there are groups that are international. And I think I need to rephrase what I said, because I think I said Black Swan was the first group that not have any Koreans. But I don't know if that's true. I think there was another group that did have groups that weren't all Koreans. However, I think what differentiates Black Swan is they have, like, they're all non-Asian. Which even then, I can't really say that because Leia was half Japanese. I think she was half Brazilian, half Japanese, if I recall correctly. I would have to double check. I forget my timeline and that. But yes, you are right. I did forget about XG being an all Japanese group, because I know that there are like a lot of groups. Because I know like groups like Black Swan. Well, not even so much Black Swan. I know they get kind of crap about, you know, people wondering, are they really K-pop since there's no Koreans in there? But I know XG gets that kind of flack, and Cat's Eye really, really gets that. Now, with Cat's Eye, I kind of understand a little more why, because I don't think they do any promotions in Korean. I don't think any of their songs are in Korean, which, you know, Black Swan, you know, they sing in Korean, they promote in Korean, you know, and they do all that. But the reason that I still consider Cat's Eye K-pop is because they went through a K-pop training program. They're with a K-pop, you know, Korean company. To me, I feel like that kind of, you know, does it. You know, that's just my feeling on it. But I was actually just about to get that, because we just did K-pop. Because outside of K-pop, I'm gonna say this: my favorite band all time is the Beatles. And I'm not gonna say I've gotten into many debates about whether how good they are or anything like that, because I think I even said that. I don't remember where I said it. I think it actually might have been in my reaction to Fantastic Baby, where I was talking about how if I was going to be objective and say who do I think is a better group, like people would ask if I was to objectively say who do I think is better between the Beatles or Queen, I would probably say Queen. But it's just something about the Beatles. It's if you're to ask me to choose who am I going to pick to listen to, it's the Beatles. Yeah, I would imagine not too many people do that nowadays, and I can't even explain what it is about the Beatles that make me love them so much. But I mean, I think it's just because they're one of the first groups where I really felt like all of the pieces. Like, if you think about it, think about how many bands can you name that were so successful as a group, but then after they broke up, each member had success solo-wise. I can't really think of any. Now, I can think of like groups where, you know, they're big as a group and then, you know, they would break up or do solo stuff and you'd have a couple of the members that did really good, you know, but I mean, when you think about it with the Beatles, every single one of them were very successful after they broke up. And I can't think of any other group that can say that. I say that as I'm watching Big Bang here go off and do absolutely amazing with all their solo stuff so far. Okay. You know darn well that's a very sensitive subject with Beatles fans. I will say this though. I'm not going to say I like her, but I don't dislike her. Don't ask me to listen to her sing. Brandon, which I know she sang a couple songs on well, I know she sang a lot of songs, but when I think of the album Double Fantasy, which was John Lennon's last album before he was killed, Yoko didn't sound terrible. She definitely was not that good, but she was better than what I was expecting. So don't ask me to listen to her sing, but I don't dislike her either, if that makes sense. So that's always a hard one for me to answer, because I know that there's a lot of Beatles fans that just have an absolute disdain for her. And that's cool. And like I said, I don't really, like I said, it's one of those things I don't really have a problem. I'm the type where even if I really dislike somebody, like I said, I don't dislike her. I can't stand her singing, but I'm not going to get on anybody for liking an artist, because I think music hits people, different people, it hits them in different ways. So I'm not going to get on anybody for liking somebody that I don't. You know, so if you really like Yoko Ono, hey, more power to you. That's all good. You know, it's just her stuff probably just hits you different than it does me. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm perfectly cool with that. No problem at all. So, alright, so now that I'm looking at the time, I've really got to start getting going on these reactions. I'm running low on time almost, so we're going to go ahead and continue with Big Bang here. Let me get towards the beginning here. I still wish Let's Talk About Love was a little longer. I was really enjoying that song. But let's go ahead and get back. You're not entirely wrong, my dude. You're not entirely wrong. Alright, so we are back. We are hitting up the last solo performance of the 2013 Mama Awards for Big Bang. We're doing Crooked by G-Dragon. Alright, finally gets... And one thing I do know about him already, he is definitely a showman. I'll say this, he's braver than me. I would never perform in one of those things. Oh, look at that. Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I gotta pause it. With that intro that we just had, how do we go from that to this? I was not expecting that at all. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Dude, I don't know if you're on here. You probably weren't at at the time, but the person who was asking if I'd listen to J-pop at all, on my YouTube channel, same name. Right? It's like, how? What in the world? I did not expect that from him. That's G-Dragon on the stage right now, but I was not expecting that. But for what you just said, though, I actually, on Friday, I got a video that's going to be going public of me reacting to We Love Sweets by Hanabi, which is going to be my first, that was my introduction to Hanabi. But I also have a whole playlist on there for J-Rock reactions, because I've done some Baby Metal, Love Bites, and Bandmade. So if you're into J-Rock, I definitely got some J-Rock reactions on my YouTube channel if you want to go ahead and check those out. But yeah, this was not what I was expecting from G-Dragon. Not expecting that at all. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I am perfectly okay with it. Would I be wrong to say that this reminds me of One Direction? Yo! Oh, hey, I don't remember their names. I remember that group. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm liking this performance. So I love how he's going down to the crowd. That is so cool. Oh, I hope he doesn't do what SEUNGRI does to me and make this short. Dude, this song is a whole vibe right here. And I love it. I get such like a... Okay, just because I know I'm going to be starting to talk a lot on here, and I don't want to talk over this too much. You know, I'm finding it, especially now that we're starting to get into warmer weather, like I'm listening to this song and like already in my head, even though I'm watching him perform it, I get such like a springtime, I say springtime because I think, you know, you're just like out cruising. Weather is like absolute perfect weather. Like you could be driving like a convertible with the top down, or at the very least you got all your windows down, just letting the breeze flow through the car. You know, this feels like such a perfect road trip song. And I am loving the vibe. I'm loving that vibe. And I can safely say, I know I was having a hard time trying to figure out what would be my favorite solo performance I've seen so far. This is winning. Like, not even close. This is something else. I was not expecting this from G-Dragon. I was not expecting this from G-Dragon at all. I was expecting more of a hip-hop, you know, vibe from him. And dude went kind of crazy. And then just seeing what you're saying about Hanabi. Yes, I totally will agree with your assessment. I will say this. I know when I was trying to do my closing monologue after that, there wasn't much happening because they absolutely blew my mind. I will say that much without spoiling too much, but I would imagine that anybody, when they hear somebody first reacting to Hanabi, will probably understand that the mind is not going to work properly afterwards. See, I think what I love most about this performance, everything just feels so free. Oh boy, it's stunning. Wow. Oh, okay. I recognize that. I recognize that. I recognize that. Which means Fantastic Baby is coming up. I know that part. All right. What can I even say about that? Alright, so before I get too much into actually, I don't even think there really is anything else I can say about that G-Dragon performance I didn't say already. Dude, that was just so unexpected. But while I'm working on getting my thoughts together, let me go ahead and let's see here. What is this? Please wear headphones. Alright, so I'm kind of curious. What exactly is math rock? I'm very curious on what is considered with math, right? Okay, so as of right now, no. It'll probably take me a few reactions or listens to Hanabi before I pick a favorite. Granted, it's very rare for me to pick a favorite out of a group. You know, especially if it's a group that really mends well. And I think that's where I really love groups so much. Like I said, it's hard for me to pick one after one song because I had too much to recover from for me to try to figure out who my favorite one is. And plus, I really don't know much about I will say this, it'll probably take me watching some live performances for me to really pick a favorite for now. But as of right now, don't have a favorite on Hanabi. Alright, so I got the Tricot on Audio Tree Live full on my list. And then I got that other one, and how's it pronounced? Kokeshi. Got a song of theirs, add to my list. So I will get to those eventually at some point. But we getting back on topic here. Yeah, G-Dragon really I was not expecting to hear like a stadium rock song from him. I was expecting him to be a lot more in the hip hop genre with his song. So that really caught me off guard. But the thing I love the most about it is how free everybody seemed with that performance. You know, I mean, obviously you could tell that, you know, it was, you know, choreographed and everything, but at the same time, it felt so free and just, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not ad-lib, but kind of like ad-lib in a way. You know, just them just going with the vibe, and I absolutely love that. So, but yeah, there's nothing more I can say about that song than I already did. So we are now going to get to the closing of this video. And even though I've reacted to the music video already, this is going to be my first time seeing them perform this live. So we are hitting up Big Bang with Fantastic Baby. And boy, oh boy, I cannot wait for this. This one's gonna be good. Let's do it.
We gon' party live. I can hear you. Mama 야라라 머리를 비워라 불을 지펴라.
Of course, that's where an ad. I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming.
It's an incredible selection of the latest equipment, apparel, footwear, and accessories, and a dedicated.
All right, let me pause that real quick so I can read your comment. That's all right, supposed to. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so basically I have a feeling that I'm probably going to really like this group. That sounds very interesting. That sounds very interesting. Alrighty. I have a feeling I'm really going to enjoy this Tri-Cop group. Alright, here we go. Oh, there's Taeyang. There she is again. Who is she? I feel like I should know who she is. Wow. Yo, T.O.P. Okay, I see you, homie. Get it, my dude. Okie dokie. Okay, sorry about that impromptu break. I saw that the stream on YouTube, I don't know about on Twitch. I didn't see anything on Twitch, but stream got temporarily suspended on YouTube. That is the risk with you know, doing live reactions and everything, is dealing with the copyright and everything. But now that I got that figured out and fixed, I do have possibly a solution. So now, granted, they didn't say whether it was audio or video, but usually it's with the video. So I will have to throw this up on here. Sorry about that, but basically when I do the replay of this, I'm gonna rewind it back to the beginning of the song. For the most part, at least. But so I know that you probably won't be able to see, but you know, unfortunately, that's all I can do. So let's get back to it, and we'll see. Now, granted, if the string gets suspended again, I may just have to cut it, at least for this particular performance. We'll see. And actually, let me Also turn down the volume a little bit too. Sometimes that helps. Trial and error, folks. Trial and error. But again, I can go back into hopefully fully enjoying this without any interruption. We shall see. Really, I love T.O.P's outfit on that. The high water pants, the white socks, the fedora. Strong Michael Jackson vibes. Go figure, right? Nah, no worry about it, mama. Okay, I need to pause it real quick, and since I do have it paused, I'm gonna take this down real quick just so I can point out who I'm talking about. So if you can see the group behind G-Dragon there, they got the little helmets on there. I forget their name. I know my brother had talked to me about this group, and was I forget exactly what it was. It's been a while, but I didn't realize that they're around that. I say that long. Actually, 2013, that's 12 years ago. Good Lord almighty, where is the time gone? But I still want to know. I'm going to see how long I can get away with this. Because I want them to show. Her right there in the black, okay, I was about to say, do I have my mouse arrow on here? In the black beanie. Because they've been featuring her a lot in quite a few of these, performances. I feel like I should know who she is, but I am not familiar. So, you know, if you're in chat and know who she is, or if you are watching the replay and know who she is, definitely let me know. But sorry, I gotta put this back as I continue. I'm glad I have my stream running on a different device so I can keep track of this stuff in case I get blocked again. That is so cool seeing them interacting with the crowd. Oh, now they're bringing her out. They're bringing her in. It's just a risk with doing these type of live streams. You know, there's only so much you can get away with, per se. Looks like I'm still good on Twitch. Okay, I'm back on YouTube now. So, but, you know, I just do what I can when I can. And sometimes, you know, there's just nothing I can do about it. So, unfortunately, that is probably going to be it for at least this particular Big Bang video. Actually, what time is it right now? Oh, honestly, that might even be it for the stream. I did not realize we're already hitting close to the time frame that I was going to go. And I know there's some other stuff I wanted to get to, especially their 2015 Mama. But I may, what I might do is I may do that one as a reaction, maybe a premiere, because I've never done a premiere on YouTube. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what that is, so basically a premiere, it's not quite like a live stream. It's like I record a video and it gets uploaded and everything like a regular video would, but when I sit as a premiere, there's actually a live chat in there. So in a way, it's like a live stream. So instead of me chatting with you like this, I'll just be chatting with you in chat. And that's actually exclusive to YouTube. So it's not something that would be done on Twitch, unfortunately. But I may do that with the 2015 Mamas, just because I honestly love the interaction. It is so cool. Oh, hold on. What we got here? Let me double check. Let's see here. Which one did I pick? So there's more pink on the thumbnail. I just did the latest one from like 8 months ago. It was BJ Lips Love Potions, but let me I'll do this link. I'll do the video that you sent me. I'll throw that and probably throw that in my watch queue for that one. I'll probably make that one my Kikoshi one. Okay, there we go. All right, so. Oh, pink. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Well, perfect then. I guess I'm good to go. So, yeah, I'm looking at the time frame on here, and I'm looking at the time I have, and unfortunately, well, I can't really say unfortunately because, to be perfectly honest, even though like all the chit chat I did, you know, took up a lot of the time, that's what I like with my live streams. So I would much rather do less reactions than I planned due to talking to y'all. No. The one that I did, it said it was 8 months ago. It's BJ Lips Love Potions Slowed 8T. Here, let me switch to the screen I'm on here so you can see. Oh, I could. Let me take that off because you definitely don't need that. There. Yeah, this one right here. That's the one I was talking about.
When you say let's go to breakfast, you mean let's go to McDonald's. Obviously.
Okay, well, I just clicked on the link that you just sent. So I'll go ahead and I'll save that to my watch later then. So now I'm good to go. So basically both links that you sent me, I've got on my watch queue. So I should be good to go. I should be good to go. And I thank you for those suggestions. Alrighty. But with all that being said, like I said, I'm probably going to have to go ahead and cut it. Like I said, the chit chat kind of ran me over my time a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. You know, I prefer engaging with y'all. That's really the point of these, is to try to engage with the fans, make new ones. And honestly, this is doing me really good right here, and getting whatchamacallit, new suggestions, new music. That's what I love about it. So really thank you all for stopping by. Definitely thank you for your Big Bang suggestions. Mom, thank you for your suggestions for the new Japanese music. On that one, really looking forward to starting that journey. Should be really good. And don't know if I'm going to be doing any more live streams this week. I will probably be getting some gaming live streams in. Just don't know when. It's all a matter of time. I don't know if I'll have time this week to do so. I'll try. We'll see. We'll see. I'll just have to see what else I got going on this week. But yeah, if you aren't familiar with my channel, even though you're seeing me do reactions, but I also do gaming videos as well. As you can see, if you see like on my previous stream, you can see the games that I've streamed on here. But I got plenty of other gaming videos on my YouTube as well. So definitely look forward to see you guys on there as well. But either which way, thank you guys for stopping by. I had a great time. Hope you all had a good time too. And I will catch y'all down the road.